This is the Morning Shower.
Brought to you by Late Night Hump.
Let the news wash over you.
With Jordan Freed,
Brendan O'Brien,
and Reena Ezra. These are your ShowerHead Lines.
The airline industry is escalating its campaign against a California law that gives pilots and flight attendants who are based there more rest and meal breaks than they are guaranteed under federal regulations. In exchange for cutting back the breaks and sleep laws, the airlines offer free coffee.
Police in Shanghai arrested more than 10 people in connection with an approximately $16 million pyramid scheme that involved cryptocurrencies, the first to be solved in the city. During the platform's reign, 60,000 member accounts were created across 72 levels of hierarchical relationships and membership statuses, and the scheme involved more than RMB 100 million, the Post said. These modern-day pharaohs at the top of this pyramid scheme are likely to face prison time, so they better use their one phone call to call their mummies.
As Russia's assault in Ukraine intensifies, fear of radioactive fallout from accidental or intentional attacks on Ukraine's nuclear plants or from the use of a nuclear bomb has triggered surging demand for potassium iodide pills. Oh, pills? Pfizer, come and save us from the newest pandemic and nuclear radiation! Ooh.
Mike Tyson's weed company has begun marketing their new ear-shaped edibles, a reference to his infamous biting of Evander Holyfield's ear during their 1997 bout. Tyson now here trying to normalize eating ears makes me think that he wasn't trying to maim Holyfield back in 97. He might have just had the munchies.
Students steered a Maine school bus to safety on Monday after the vehicle's driver suffered a fatal medical event. Wow, maybe we should let the kids drive the bus every day.
Former wrestler and World Wrestling Entertainment Hall of Famer Scott Hall, who reached stardom during his heyday in the 1990s, passed away this week due to complications from a recent hip surgery. Hall wrestled for various organizations across the country throughout the 1980s before signing with WWE in 1992, becoming a four-time Intercontinental Champion performing as Razor Ramon, and undeniably changed the wrestling landscape when he and fellow wrestler Kevin Nash defected to WCW during the Monday Night Wars of wrestling. This bad news about the bad guy of professional wrestling comes at the end of a great career. Rest in peace, Chico.
Papa John's International said last week that it was suspending all of its corporate operations in Russia. Russians rejoiced that they got rid of all of the Papa John's.
Starbucks is planning to phase out its iconic disposable cups due to their cups ending up in landfills or as litter in streets and waterways. By 2025, the company wants every customer to be able to use their own mug easily or borrow a ceramic or reusable to-go mug from their local Starbucks. If Starbucks is in the business of trying to cut down on putting unnecessary garbage out into the world, they should really start by getting rid of their trash coffee.
The NBA has fined the Brooklyn Nets organization $50,000 for allowing Kyrie Irving into the team's locker room on Sunday. Irving, who is unvaccinated against COVID-19, is unable to play in the team's home games due to New York City's workplace vaccine mandate, but is allowed to attend home games as a spectator. So let me get this straight. If you're a fan, you can get COVID. You chose to be at a sporting event. But a basketball team is a workplace, and you have to be vaxxed at work. Fans, though, you could die.
A dad has found a 2-pound, 4-ounce meteorite worth up to $130,000 in a farmer's field after searching for it for 18 months. Tony Wilding of Wrexham, North Wales, began his hunt after a ball of flames shot over his home and went out. This committed meteorite hunter looks to turn this great ball of fire into a great wad of cash.
The founder of a Boston nonprofit established to reduce violence in the city and her husband used donations to the organization to enrich themselves, federal prosecutors said in a multi-count indictment released Tuesday. Monica Cannon Grant, 41, and her husband Clark Grant, 38, of Taunton, used Violence in Boston, Inc. funds to pay for personal expenses, including hotels, car rentals, auto repairs, restaurant meals, nail salons, and personal travel. I'm sure, though, they prevented violence in Boston. How could you be violent with a nice car and your nails done?
Thank you for showering with us.
Lather, rinse, repeat every day before noon.
Scrub-a-dub-dub at latenighthump.com.